Good morning, Malacanang Press Corps. Welcome sa press briefing ni Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Morning, Press Corps. This morning we have as a guest retired Colonel Neil Estrella. And he has been here before, but let me just try to refresh your mind regarding him. He's a retired Marine officer who has worked extensively in intelligence and public affairs. And he is now with the Bureau of Customs acting as spokesperson for enforcement and intelligence operations. So, ladies and gentlemen of the press corps, let us give a warm welcome to Colonel Estrella of the Bureau of Customs.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. We just want to give you an update on your Bureau of Customs. For the overseas Filipino workers, the Bureau of Customs is happy to announce that to our estimated millions of overseas Filipino workers starting December 25, Christmas Day, balikbayan boxes will, with value not exceeding 150,000 pesos, will be exempt from duties and taxes. This is after the 15 days publication of the IRR. The BOC and DOF have signed this month Customs Administrative Order 05-2016, which lifts taxes and balikbayan boxes for qualified Filipinos while abroad. Consider the QFWA or OFWs, Filipino citizens who are residing abroad, and Pinoys who are holders of student, investors, and tourist visas. To be covered by this ruling, balikbayan boxes shall contain personal and household effects only, and content should not be in commercial quantities or intended for sale. Also, the availment of this privilege is limited to a maximum of 3 times per calendar year. Apart from this order, the Bureau of Customs has also created an online OFW corner which serves as an online portal for issues and concerns of our unsung heroes abroad. This is where our OFWs can file any balikbayan box related complaints or questions they have for the Bureau of Customs. A link to the OFW corner may be found at the uppermost part of our website, customs.gov.ph. BOC on Anti-Smuggling Campaign. The BOC maintains its heightened alert against illegal smuggling of goods in the country. Customs Commissioner Nicanor Feldon has issued memorandum to remind all officials and personnel to keep a tight watch on the entry of illegal finished firecrackers, fireworks, and other pyrotechnic devices in the country. The Commissioner also issued the memorandum in compliance with Republic Act No. 7183, which prohibits the importation of finished firecrackers and fireworks. Only importation of ingredients in making fireworks is allowed by law, provided it also has accompanying documents and permits. This memorandum was released after the Bureau of Customs was blamed for the proliferation of smuggled firecrackers being circulated and distributed locally. BOC is now coordinating with the Philippine National Police to clarify if they're giving import clearances even for finished firecrackers. Also, the Bureau of Customs has already submitted the draft implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act No. 10845 or the Anti-Agricultural Smuggling Act of 2016 to the Department of Finance for final review. Under this draft, the IRR, large-scale agricultural smuggling, will be classified as economic sabotage. Offenders will be imposed with a maximum penalty of life imprisonment and a fine of twice the fair value of the smuggled agricultural product and the aggregate amount of the taxes, duties, and other charges. This is part of the commitment of the Bureau of Customs in the fight to eradicate smuggling in the country. Moreover, the Bureau of Customs reported on December 16 that its operative has recently seized a total of 20 footer containers containing rice and other items worth about 40 million pesos at the Manila International Container Port. Commissioner Feldon says this already constitute economic sabotage and warned the suspects involved in the illegal transshipment will be held accountable. Then on December 18, the Bureau of Customs also was able to seize about 700 million worth of smuggled fuel following the seizure of 2 oil vessels at the port of Limay. Related details of this is already at the BOC website. All these efforts are in pursuant to the instructions of President Rodrigo Duterte to the Bureau of Customs in its fights against corruption and smuggling. The BOC War on Drugs. Following its successful series of drug bust operation, the Director of Anti-Illegal Drug Group PNP Police Superintendent Albert Ignatius Ferro awarded the Bureau of Customs a plaque of recognition for its relentless effort in its war against drugs. The recognition came just 5 months after Commissioner Paildon assumed office in the Bureau. The Bureau of Customs was able to seize around almost 2 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs like shabu, cocaine, marijuana, and ecstasy. Also, the Bureau of Customs, through its informant, was able to receive a cash reward of 2 million pesos under Operation Private Eye, awarded by the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Commissioner Paildon encouraged other informants to be courageous enough in sharing more information against persons involved in illegal drug trade. The Bureau of Customs on revenue collection. For the first half of December, the Bureau of Customs has already collected 19.947 billion, which is 57% of the total 35.116 billion assessed target for the last month of the year, which is the month of December. The Bureau expects to achieve a good revenue collection performance this month, similar to that of November, when the Bureau was able to exceed its target revenue collection by more than 3 billion or close to 4 billion. Also, as per the MICP District Collector, Attorney Jet Marolina, said his port has already achieved 7% surplus as of this date. Given this improvement, the Bureau of Customs is already 93.3% of the 409 billion assessed target for the whole year. This enhanced revenue collection is attributed to the positive trust rating of the Bureau of Customs and the reduction of corruption. Also, the cooperation of stakeholders and transparency in the Bureau of Customs transaction. Its full efforts of traders in helping the agency increase its revenue collection. The BOC on hiring and promotion. An estimated 2,500 interested applicants submitted their application for more than 1,000 vacant positions posted by the Bureau last month. This includes opening for both new hires and employees up to for promotion. The Bureau of Customs employees who passed their applications and are qualified for higher promotions are all up for promotion this month. The Bureau of Customs is hiring new employees on the first quarter of 2017 to fill up positions that were left vacant for years as a result of rationalization policies and freeze on hiring of the past administrations. Also, this mass hiring in the Bureau aims to augment the reform in the Bureau, which newly recruited or promoted employees are expected to overhaul the tainted image of the agency. The Bureau of Customs, on its new appointee, Malacañang, has officially appointed Attorney Edward James A. Dibuco as Deputy Commissioner for Assessment and Operations and Coordinating Group. He will oversee the publishing of the values of commodities imported to the country and monitoring the implementation of rules and regulation governing exportation, warehousing, and auction. Under him will be the offices of the Import and Assessment Service and the Port Operations Service. Prior to his appointment, the newly designated Deputy Commissioner used to work in the different divisions of the ports of Cebu and Davao. He is also a product of Ateneo Law School and has more than 20 years of experience in various fields in the legal discipline. Deputy Commissioner Dibuco officially took oath last December 8 before Commissioner Nicanor Paildon. That ends our update for the Bureau of Customs. We're now ready for your questions. Thank you.
Questions for Lieutenant Colonel Estrella, MPC? Deo Palo?
Sir, good morning. Congratulations sa target niyo at pinuri nga actually kayo ng Pangulo. Anyway, matanong ko lang sir, yung IRR na sinasabi ninyo doon sa balikbayan boxes, 15 days pa kasi. So, meaning, tapos na ang Christmas?
No, sir. Na-publish po ito 15 days ago
okay.
and it will be effective on the 25th of December.
Okay sir, kiliti lang ng konti. Namatay si Deputy Commissioner Lachica. Kumusta na po ang investigation ni Commissioner Paildon?
Yes, sir. Both the Philippine National Police and the National Bureau of Investigation are the lead agencies investigating the death of Deputy Commissioner Lachica. The task given to us by Commissioner Paildon is to assist and give full support to the investigating units. As of now, NBI already issued subpoenas to persons of interest And likewise, we're able also to acquire documents and currently reviewing those cases that were handled by the late Deputy Commissioner.
So wala pang update, sir? So until now?
Sa ngayon po, sir, that was the latest update that we got from the lead agencies investigating. Siguro for the next update, we'll ask for also the NBI and the PNP.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Henry Uri, to be followed by Joseph Morong.
Sir, follow-up lang dun sa nakumpiska ninyong 1.3 billion na worth ng shabu. Sino mga concessionaire nito at saan bansa ito galing?
You're talking about the one that was seized in Cagayan 5 months ago.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we are actually, that case is still being investigated. But the initial report that we got is, it came from another country, closest to our northern territory.
Anong bansa po ito? If you
Sa ngayon, nakikita nating malapit na bansa sa atin dyan ay Taiwan at China. But we are still validating those informations.
may particular name kung sino ho ang pinanggalingan nito?
Well, if you remember, following that operation, we were able to arrest at least 4 Hong Kong nationals in a alleged floating shabu in a ship registered under another country. So we are still validating the connection because the information that we got from our intelligence community is that this ship that was seized also by a combined operatives of the PNP and the Bureau of Customs is also the ship that is delivering a finished shabu or drugs to our country via our northern regions and provinces.
So yung shabu talaga hindi isinakay sa ibang produkto o hindi gumamit ng ibang produkto?
Hindi po. Nung na-seize po natin to, hindi po to dumaan ng ports. Just to clarify, hindi po dumaan ng port to at hindi po to containerized. Ito po ay inismuggle, papasok po sa mga napakalawak po nating coastal areas.
Alright, thank you po.
Joseph?
So yung sa tax exemptions lang kasi sa 25 pa yung exempted yung 150 below, right?
Yes.
So paano so dapat ang advice ba kung if you wanna avail of it, better na mag-wait until maybe after Christmas?
Well, palagay ko as we speak, marami nang in transit ngayon at nakargahan na nila ng mga laman yung kanilang mga kargamento. One thing that we can assure our public right now is yung pong policy natin na hindi po natin dapat basa-basa buksan yung kahon not unless we have a strong reason and information na ito'y naglalaman ng kontrabando. So hindi po ito mapapaabala, mapapabilis natin yan at konting tiis na lang po, ilang araw na lang effective na po yung 150,000 natin na tax exempt.
Ace Romero?
Colonel, ano yung chances na mamimit nyo yung full year target?
Sa ngayon, all indicators are pointing that we will meet again the target for this month. Considering that last November, we exceeded around more than 3 billion, yung pong momentum ay hindi naman po naputol. So tuloy-tuloy. And kumpara po sa mga nakaraang taon na kapag pagdating ng November and December, dapat pababa na to. Nag-iba po ang trend ngayon. No? November, sumobra tayo. At as I've mentioned earlier, for the second week na nireport po sa atin ng ating collection department, 57% na po yung atin naabot. And revenues are still continuing to come in.
So mamimit, may exceed pa ba yung target?
Yun po
409 billion.
that's our expectation.
May exceed by how much?
Sa ngayon, I still don't have the figure of how much we will exceed. But like what I said earlier, last month, we were able to exceed by 3 billion. I hope we will also exceed
What
by
would
that.
make you exceed the target? What are the factors? Just
Well,
for clarification.
the factors are the continuous pasok po ng ating mga kargamento, hindi po nagbabawas. Bagkus dumadami ho ang entries na pumapasok on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, last question na lang. So how likely will you exceed your target?
Very, very likely to exceed. Yun ang nakikita namin.
Thank you, Colonel.
Marlon Ramos?
Good morning po, sir. Sir, previously yung the balikbayan boxes have been used to smuggle not only drugs but firearms and gun parts.
Yes.
How will you address this concern, sir, now that the BOC has parang naging lax na sa in opening up of the balikbayan boxes?
Well, ang nakita po nating positibo sa ngayon, our agencies are very much coordinated. Not only into the fight against illegal drugs. If you have noticed, like the Bureau of Customs is very much involved into the anti-illegal drug operation in coordination, of course, with our lead agencies like PDEA and PNP. Kasama po nito yung coordination natin dito sa illegal firearms. And also, of course, alam natin na ang balikbayan box pa pwede magamit talaga na to transit drugs. And facts will show na marami tayong huli sa airport na ginamit yung parcels natin, ginamit yung mga forwarding company into sending drugs to the country, whether in or going out. Because of this enhanced and strong coordinations with other agencies, mas malaki yung chance that we were able to interdict and do arrest. At ang isa pa hong kakaibang ginagawa natin ngayon, we are doing controlled deliveries. Kapag ka alam natin, we do not have to stop only from seizing, ma-seize yung yung kontrabando, yung drugs, but to find out who sent it and sino yung pupuntahan, who will receive that illegal drugs. Para lahat talaga masampahan ng kaso. At yung coordination natin even with other countries are also being done sa ngayon. Going back to the question on firearms, yes, we're doing X-rays. At ang kasama pa rin nitong technical intelligence or yung technology na tumutulong sa ating intelligence gathering, very important yung human intelligence pa rin. Yung informants na nagbibigay sa atin ng mga validated information at yung pong mga member ng intelligence community who are sharing to us their informations. This is helping us na ma-stop yung pag-smuggle ng firearms to the country via balikbayan boxes.
Sir, I understand besides the agri-products, the most common smuggled goods in the Philippines are actually oil products, plastics, and steel. How does the BOC address this concern?
We now have a focus group dealing with that. Katulad nga po nung binabanggit namin sa inyo ng mga karanahing forum, kaagapay po natin dito regulatory agencies. Ang trabaho po ng Bureau of Customs is to facilitate trade and of course revenue collection other than border security yung sa smuggling natin. But of course yung regulatory agencies po ang nagsasabi ano yung kailangan papel, ano yung kailangan dokumento, standard ba to, substandard to. Hindi po Bureau of Customs ang magsasabi nun. Ang magtuturo po sa atin nun at mag-guide sa atin ang ating regulatory agencies. That's why we are strengthening our coordination again and as I've said, there is a focus committee dealing with these prime commodities. Yung sa fuel, I've mentioned that we were able to seize about 44,000 metric tons of oil under the power of the collector of Port of Limay na nag-issue ng warrant of seizure and detention. We are currently investigating and still examining documents. But for now, what we were able to see are initial violations only that gave us the reason for us to issue alert orders.
Sir, when Captain Faldon attended the press briefing here, he said he'll be setting up CCTVs in the BOC headquarters. I wonder kung meron na bang na Argusino and Robles doon sa BOC or caught receiving payoffs sa CCTV.
Within the BOC premises in the Port of Manila, all CCTVs are already in place. Yes, there are incidents that our personnel were asked to explain, asked to report to our investigation department because of the CCTVs that we have all over the premises. The intent of those CCTV cameras is to augment our command center. Ang pinakadulo po ng design na to ay magkaroon po ng isang command center wherein the BOC headquarters will have a real-time view of all its facilities nationwide. So ang inuuna po natin ito yung ating vicinity sa Port of Manila, then ang kasunod po natin nito yung ating mga airports kung saan meron po tayong BOC personnel.
Sir, can you give us kahit one or two specific incidents wherein BOC personnel were asked to explain?
Yeah, merong insidente that one of our employees were seen handling small bills on top of his table. And she was asked to explain why she was holding cash amount of money on top of his table, whereas ang dapat pong may hawak nito yung ating mga kahera. So she was asked to explain. At that time, she was able to defend herself that she was counting money because she intends to buy something, or she was sending an errand to buy something for her.
How about, sir, yung corruption which happens outside the BOC premises? How do you monitor that?
Well, ang importante po rito is we continuously, on a day-to-day basis, we continuously remove the opportunity. Specific violations of the Code of Conduct are always being reminded to our employees. And kapag meron naman po ditong erring personnel, pinapatupad po natin yung principle of reward and punishment. Yung po mga nakaka-accomplish ng kanilang trabaho at maganda pong ginagawa are being rewarded. And those who are, of course, erring at meron pong nababiolate dun sa ating Code of Conduct are being investigated. So marami tayong ongoing investigations ngayon. And of course, after all these investigations, kung anong po mga magiging resulta, we'll let the public know. That's part of our transparency program.
Thank you, Marlon. Dexter Ganibe.
Hi sir, good afternoon. Balikan ko lang yung sa issue ng balikbayan box. Pasensya na po, hindi namin pa nabubusisi yung IRR. Paano po pag yung balikbayan box ay nag-exceed ng 150,000, saan po doon yung itatax? Yung excess o yung buo na? Halimbawa, nagpadala 155,000 yung kanyang amount, yung worth ng kanyang pinadala.
Well,
Yung
maliwanag.
155,000 ang itatax or yung exceeding na 5,000?
Well, maliwanag po na ang limit po is 150,000. So yung sobra po doon, yun po yung tatax natin. Ang importante po dito, yung tingin ko sa mga nagpapadala po ng balikbayan box. Ito po yung, alam naman po natin to, ating po mga kasama mga Pilipino ay sanay na sanay po magpadala ng balikbayan box talaga sa kanilang mga pamilya. Wag na po natin gamitin ito pong pribilehiyo na binibigay po sa atin ng ating pamahalaan, na gamitin po na magdala ng commercial value. Yung commercial value na ang intention hindi talaga pasalubong o padala sa ating mga pamilya, kundi talaga ibebenta at ititinda. Kasi doon po magsisimula yung problema natin doon. Pag nakita po natin yan na kahit nga po i-insist natin yung value niyan is 150,000 na, pag nakita natin commercial value yan, at ang intent ay malinaw na yan po ay gagamitin sa pagdenegosyo, ay magkakaproblema po inyong kahon at posible pong masis po natin yan.
Meron po bang mga nakalista or sinusunod ang BOC na patakaran para malaman kung ito ay for commercial or for personal?
Yes, meron pong nakalista doon na detalye, no? Hindi ko lang po hawak yung dokumento ngayon, but I think we have it in our website, yung pong mga number of items na po pwede natin consider na commercial value. Pagkakatanda ko, kapag lumagpas po ito ng 1 dosena, commercial value na yan. At alam naman po natin kung 20 sapatos yung pinadala mo, mahirap naman kung 20 yung insist natin, 20 gagamitin lang po ng isang pamilya. So from that point, meron pong karapatan tayong magtanong at may karapatan naman po tayong i-justify yung pong laman ng ating kahon.
Sir, dagdag ko lang. Yung sa QFWAs kasi, kasama doon ang investors eh. So, paano po yung ganun? Kung ako investor, magagaling sa Amerika yung aking balikbayan boxes, surely talagang pang-commercial yun. Investor ako eh.
Pero dapat maliwanag mo po sa batas na yan po ay sinama kayo dyan sa matter of privilege. Ay wag na po nating gawing
Baka maabuso kasi.
yun po yung natin. Wag nating samantalahin yung pagkakataon ng double meaning na ako investor, ako yung nagnenegosyo. So ang dapat dala ko balikbayan box. Magkaiba po yun. Yung pagnenegosyo, kung commercial value yun, ipadaan po natin yan sa ibang proseso. So, yung informal entry natin, pagbalikbayan box lang po.
Sa 3 times per calendar year, paano kung ika-apat, hindi na po pwede? May tax na
Yung
yan.
pong 150,000 ay hahatiin po natin sa tatlong part lang po sa isang taon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Leo. Thank you, Dexter. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Neil Estrella. Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Just like to touch on a few points. Number one, LTO Metro Manila driver licenses have been released. The Land Transportation Office has started releasing 700,000 plastic driver's license cards in Metro Manila starting December 19, Monday. These are the ones that have been backlogged from January 1 to October 16 of this year. LTO Assistant Secretary Edgar Galvante warns the public about fixers. Claimants need not pay any additional fees for the transaction, but are required to bring their official receipts. Also, regarding free tuition in state universities and colleges. Starting 2017, tuition will be free in all state colleges and universities across the country, as the government has allocated an additional 8 billion peso fund for the Commission on Higher Education under the 3.35 trillion 2017 national budget. The appropriation will cover the tuition of over 1.4 million students of 114 SUCs in the country, and students will, however, still have to pay miscellaneous and other fees. Despite the additional 8.3 billion budget, lawmakers on Saturday stressed the importance of enacting a law that would make public higher education permanently tuition-free. Also, free hospitalization in government hospitals. In 2017, poor Filipinos need not worry about their hospital and medicine bills. This will be free, according to Health Department Secretary Pauline Jean Rosel Ubial on Saturday, December 17. She said this after an increase of the funds being given by the Budget Department to cover the hospital needs of needy Filipinos. The Health Department, according to her, is now in good financial standing after the Budget Department paid last November the arrears of 32 billion from the 42 billion deficits of PhilHealth. Lastly, free medicine. Also, she mentioned additional subsidies for free medicine from government agencies, including the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Moreover, she said that next year there'll be no more buying of medicines in government pharmacies because every needy family can get it free from the government health program.
Follow-up question, Dexter Ganibe.
Asa, good afternoon. Follow-up lang doon sa free tuition fee.
Apo.
Clarification.
Yes.
2017 binabanggit. Is it calendar year 2017 or school year 2017?
I assume it will be school year 2017.
So that would start June?
I assume. I'm just assuming that, 2017.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
May follow-up questions sa statement or other issue? Other issue, Joseph Morong. Okay.
Okay.
Marlon Ramos.
Sir, yes, yesterday, the PNP chief announced that the president would be giving as much as 400,000 in bonuses to the policemen. Tatanong namin, sir, yung the funds for these bonuses, where will the president get this?
I clarified it with him this morning, and he said apparently it has not been released and may not be.
May not.
May not be.
Why?
I don't know, but that's what he said. It was not released.
Was the president surprised?
By what?
Was the president surprised, sir, when
Was
you
it-
mentioned it to him?
Not the president. No,
Ano?
I talked to General Bato. I'm sorry.
okay.
I talked to General Bato. I clarified with General Bato. I apologize. Yeah, I told him.
Okay. How about the president, sir?
No, I
You-
have not clarified with him. But with General Bato, he said nothing seemed to be forthcoming.
Follow-up.
Sir, but walang binigay si General De La Rosa. Any reason, no? Why the
that was
bonuses
it.
will be with?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, Dexter.
Sir, clarification lang ano. Kasi may mga state universities na nag-end na yung school year nila this December.
Alright.
Would start another school year for January 2017.
Then it will begin with their school year.
Kasama po.
I am assuming that. I'm assuming that it will begin with the school year.
School year.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Follow-up muna sa PNP issue. Vance Fernandez.
Sir, I'm here.
Oh, yes, all right.
Yes. Regarding this sa mga bonuses, no? It was mentioned earlier in a radio program that it was taken from the presidential funds.
Okay.
Now, it is said that it's not, it's somewhat illegal. Now, how about this, bibigyan po rin po ba ang mga kawani tulad ng mga teachers and also the PSG ng mga bonuses?
Ma'am, as I said earlier, regarding the bonuses being given for the PNP, according to General Bato, it is not forthcoming.
It's not forthcoming.
Yes, thank you.
Follow-up sa PNP. Joseph.
It has not been given and apparently it's not forthcoming.
Yes.
Why was it announced in the first place, sir?
That I do not know. But as far as I can tell you, what I can tell you authoritatively is that according to General Bato, it has not been released and apparently it's not forthcoming.
Sir?
Thank you.
On
Yes.
that point, so sabi ni General Bato, hindi na matutuloy, tama?
Sabi niya, walang dumating at mukhang hindi matutuloy.
And that's according to, sino
General.
kausap niya? Na hindi na matutuloy.
Hindi ko po tinanong.
Ay.
Ang ano ko lang is, masasagot ko sa inyo is, kausap ko siya at yun ang sagot niya sa akin.
But whose plan was it in the first place to give them bonuses?
I do not know.
Wait,
Come again.
wait. Si Nicole, CNN.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
ma'am.
Sir, I'm just wondering then, was it discussed prior? May na-mention ba kahit casually lang between the president and the PNP chief? Would you know anything about it?
No, ma'am.
So, you never heard any discussions
No.
about Christmas gifts to high-ranking
No,
police
I
officials?
did not hear anything about Christmas gifts. The only thing I did was to clarify, as per the question, what sources it was going to come from. However, what he said was that nothing was received, and it seemed apparently that nothing is forthcoming. That is according to his statement to me.
Okay. Sir, he apparently also mentioned that hindi na nga daw po matutuloy because na-expose sa media. So, na-mention din ba niyo yun sa inyo na hindi na nga kasi he talked about it yesterday and then it became a big issue.
Okay.
Did he say anything about that?
No, he did not.
Okay, thank
We
you.
just
sir.
had a
Okay.
very brief
As-
conversation. Yes.
Okay,
Sir,
Joseph. Then,
okay, this is a direct quote from
Yes,
him.
ma'am.
Ang sabi ni General Bato, sabi ng Malacanang, sige, hintay lang kayo, maghanap pa kami ng pera, baka sakwa na, baka bago mag-New Year, bigyan ko kayo ng tig-isang sako ng bigas. Who is he talking to here?
Come again.
Baka from 400,000, isang sakong bigas na lang. Pero whose idea was it in the first place, sir?
Frankly, I don't know. You know, I mean, let's just put it this way. I asked General Bato where the bonus was going to come from. Okay, because apparently it was promised to them, right?
By whom?
It was promised by the what did he say in the
Palacio.
the palace? Okay, so but according to him, when I talked to him prior to coming here, he said that they have not received anything, and apparently nothing is forthcoming.
Sir, mga cabsec, meron?
Ang alin?
Mga cabsec, meron?
Gift checks.
Okay. Sir, magkano yan? 400,000 din?
Marlon Ramos.
Sir, again, did somebody play Grinch on the policeman?
Play Grinch.
Did somebody order to withhold whatever bonuses?
Grinch, the Grinch who stole Christmas. Huh? No, well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about anybody playing Grinch. Probably so. I cannot say authoritatively. However, they have their own logic. They have their own logic why it was announced and then why it was not, and why it was said not to be forthcoming.
So yesterday, sir, reporters covering the PNP actually asked General De La Rosa where the bonuses would come from.
Right.
And he said, wag na lang kayong magtanong. In a government which is advocating transparency, utmost transparency, hearing that statement coming from a senior official of the government, is that appropriate?
Let's just base it on results. Based on results, it is not. According to him, it has not arrived, and it may not be forthcoming.
No, but the statement of the PNP chief saying na wag na kayong magtanong, don't ask.
Come again.
Sir, kahapon, he told reporters asking him regarding the source of the bonuses na wag na kayong magtanong.
Well, he may have his reasons for doing that. However, let's base it on results. Based on results, it is not forthcoming.
Ace Romero.
Yusek, does the palace think policemen deserve such bonus?
As far as I'm concerned, and this is my opinion, I'm going out of my opinion. Those who do their work well, deserve whatever rewards that they can get.
Does that include policemen?
Which one?
Policemen, does that include policemen?
Why not?
So they deserve such bonus in the event that it.
In the event, okay. Here's what I can say. According to based on statements made by the president, those who do their job well will do all government, and that applies to all government workers.
So you're saying hindi nanggaling sa Malacanang yung sinabi ni PNP chief, tama po?
Which is that?
Yung bonus.
I did not say that. I said, in fact, hindi, but I quoted you guys. You said it came from the press. All right. Okay,
Can you
so
confirm that?
can I confirm
Na galing nga sa Malacanang yun.
yung
Sinasabi niyang may bonus daw sila.
I can find out, but I can find out. But based on the last statement that I received from PNP chief, it was they did not receive anything, and that it seems that nothing is forthcoming.
Okay, thank you, Ace. Other issue, Laila? Follow up? Follow up, Ann Nichols?
Yes. All right.
Sir, going back to the bonuses lang, because when he made the announcement, I know it's not pushing through according to him, but
Yeah.
when he made the announcement, he said that high-ranking officials, sir, yung may bonus. And apparently, may mga junior officers na parang medyo nagtampo na if ever there will be a bonus, how come yung mga nasa front lines daw, sir, ay hindi naman daw mabibigyan since sila yung nasa front lines ng war on drugs. And doesn't it worry the palace that the PNP chief is making such statements and apparently wala naman palang ganong utos from the president, so...
Well, let's put it. You're asking if the palace is worried. I mean, let's put it this way. Things happen in the course of. This is all part of a work process, and we need to adjust whenever there are changes that demand changes. So, if and when the PNP chief made some statements regarding that, then if he corrected himself, then it stands to reason that there are circumstances that demand correction. Thank you.
Okay, Tina Mendez?
Sir, follow up sir, on another note, but still on the PNP. No less than the Chief PNP, General Bato, asked for Lord's forgiveness for the killings. Can we consider this admission of guilt?
Which one?
The Chief PNP asked for forgiveness, Lord's forgiveness for the killings and in behalf of the police officers who were involved in the killings. Is this an admission of guilt that they killed?
It is an admission of engagement in police processes, So basically, these are not murders being committed. These people are engaged in police operations, and that's why even the president couches his terms in, for example, war on drugs. These are not ordinary. This is not homicide or what. I mean, this is not ordinary. Sprees, killing sprees. These are the General Bato is saying that they are engaged in legitimate police operations.
But sir, is it an indication that they have no clear conscience?
Madam, yeah, you need to understand what he's saying, that people are they're actually casualties during legitimate police operations. That's what he's saying. That's what he's asking for apologies for.
Thank you, Tina. Last two questions. Laila Salaveria.
Sir,
Laila, two questions. Okay, China.
sir, the president mentioned last night that about the possibility of developing oil in Scarborough and maghati-hati na lang tayo. Is it the official government policy now to share resources with China in the disputed waters?
Regarding that matter, and this is it's not yet clarified, but these are not. I believe these are not government-to-government agreements, but it may be business-to-business agreements. Not necessarily. These are not government-to-government, so they're not official. Huh? It may be private sector.
Businesses, Philippine and China businesses, is that?
It may be. I'm just saying that since there's no government policy regarding that matter, covering that matter, as at this stage. But I suppose what he's saying, what he is referring to, is the possibility of business-to-business partnerships.
Okay, thank you, Laila.
Sir, clarification. How will this affect the government's insistence that it will adhere strictly to the arbitral ruling? This joint exploration.
Yeah, that's true. The government can still will continue to adhere to their rulings because these are our properties, technically our properties.
Sir, would you like to take other questions or after the briefing na lang kasi it's 12:30?
Okay, just one more question.
Okay, one more question. JP.
Hi sir, on another topic po.
Yes.
Sir, are we yung regarding do sa narcolist ni Presidente, are we confident na we can prosecute yung mga nandun sa mga sa narcolist ni Presidente? Kasi the President mentioned yesterday na there's no proof beyond reasonable doubt, only probable cause dun sa mga politicians involved in those narcolists. So are we confident of a prosecution eventually?
Well, the one thing we can be confident about is that he will adhere to due process.
Sir,
Thank you.
last na lang, sir. Would you agree that the president's health is a matter of public concern?
The president's health is very transparent. You know, like people ask, should we have a medical bulletin? But actually, he's so transparent about himself. But based on results, I'd like to just stress this. Based on results, the president seems to be in the peak of his health. You know, considering his schedules. You've been with him in
Oh,
some
yes,
of
sir.
the trips.
Hell yes.
I mean, those office hours, those working hours that he has are amazing. He goes beyond the mere 8 hours, goes to 14, goes to 16 hours, and still keeps going.
Correct.
You know, sometimes it just takes God to stop him. When I mean, God has a conversation with him.
Yeah.
But my point is,
Thanks God na. Anyway, continue, sir.
so my point is that, you know, he's very, very transparent about what he takes, what he has stopped,
Yeah.
and when he does. So in this sense, this is where we have the benefit of an extremely transparent president. And so he keeps us updated. But based on results, he seems to be going very, very well. Apparently, he draws strength from an inner source of well-being. I don't know where he gets it, but he certainly has. He's in the pink of health.
So, sir, yung calls po to officially release a medical bulletin, there's no need for that.
He tells us. So he actually keeps us updated with what's happening to him.
But if it's on paper, he cannot take back his words, sir.
Yeah, but what's the point? You know, what do you trust, the paper or his actions? You know, you see him, he's all over the place.
Sir, baka naman mamaya sabihin niya, may joke lang yun ulit.
Ang alin?
Oh, storya lang yun. Paano nga yun,
No,
sir?
I'll give you an insight into him. Take him seriously, but not literally. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Malacanang Press Corps.
Unless it is really fully stated.
So, sir, yung mga sinabi niya na back pain, that's real.
Which one?
Yung mga back pain niya, yung mga fentanyl niya na tinitake, those are truths.
Those take him seriously in the sense that he doesn't always feel in the peak of health. However, as my doctor said in Philippine Heart Center, he said, much of these things we go through are really wear and tear. I mean, he's 72 years old, give him a break.
Yes.
Give him a break. But considering the fact that he keeps just going, he's got an Energizer bunny somewhere in there. Okay, but... so
We know, sir. We wonder also. Pero sir, totoo yun. Yung mga back pain niya, yung fentanyl niya na tinitake, hindi fact yun.
No, not about the fentanyl, okay? Because he has said that he has already stopped that thing.
Oh, okay.
Back pains, yeah, okay?
All right, cool.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Malacanang Press Corps. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Back to our main studio sa Radyo ng Bayan and PTV4. Ano?